M6C SOCOM, or more commonly known as the Automag, is a Magnum variant in the Halo universe. It first made an appearance in Halo 3 ODST way back in 2009, but was never added to any other Halo game after. That is, until now. Now this Magnum is available in the Master Chief Collection, and not only for the ODST campaign, but also for Halo 3 multiplayer. So today I just want to take a quick look at a few stats and traits. First up, we're going to go right into time to kill, or TTK for short. The M6C SOCOM, bruh, that just sounds so cool to say, like straight up special forces, yeah. But anyway, the optimal TTK is 1.35 seconds, and that results from 4 rounds to the body plus the 5th round to the head. Now if you look closely, it actually takes all 5 shots to break the Spartan's shield, but on a 5th headshot, it will be enough damage to kill the enemy. As for body shot TTK, again 5 rounds to break the shield, but a total of 8 required for a kill time of 2.2 seconds. Now for comparison, I also want to touch on the optimal TTK of the standard Halo 3 Magnum, and it turns out it also requires 5 shots, but has a TTK of 1.85 seconds. Now obviously we see a huge difference between these Magnums of about 0.5 seconds despite requiring the same amount of bullets, and that's because the M6C SOCOM has a faster rate of fire. As a result, it kills faster. Now with dual wielding, the Halo 3 Magnum does get a TTK decrease to about 1.5 seconds, but clearly that's still worse than the SOCOM 1.35. Interestingly, but kind of off topic, Halo 5's Magnum, which has a TTK of 1.3 seconds, is pretty much neck and neck with the Automag. Anyway, next I want to look at a few traits, and the first one is bullet magnetism. Like all weapons in Halo 3, as we've demonstrated multiple times in previous videos, the M6C SOCOM has strong bullet magnetism. The reticle can be about 99% off the enemy, but still get hit registration. This is true for headshots, this is true for body shots. Furthermore, the headshot hitbox itself seems to be highly magnetized, and as you go further away from your enemy, you can literally shoot at the abdomen but still get headshots. But if you're closer, you need to be more accurate and aim at the head. It's kind of whack, and for me it honestly seems kind of counterintuitive. I don't know, based off initial observation, and it makes no sense. But the more I tested it, the more I kind of understood it better. So I decided to do some magnetism movement tests. And what I found with the movement tests, so with like strafing, moving left and right, going forward, and whatever, movement in general, what I found was that the bullet magnetism was actually not that problematic. It was balanced out. At the closer ranges, yes, the SOCOM reticle still had high magnetism, and it registered shots even if it was like 90% off the head. I didn't need to lead my shots or anything, I could get optimal kills with poor aim. That being said though, the further I moved away from the target, the less and less shots registered. I missed more frequently with greater distance despite being in red reticle range. So when distance increased, I needed to make sure the center of my reticle was on target or else I missed, especially when zoomed in. So essentially we've seen this before, right? This is the same concept that we saw for the Halo 3 BR. Make sure you factor in distance and slightly lead targets as range increases. Thus, despite having high magnetism, at greater distances you still need skilled aiming with the Automag in Halo 3. Anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about with the weapons, so lastly I'm just going to comment on its design. Honestly, this gun looks awesome. Perhaps one of my favorite Magnum designs in the series. Dark metallic frame, hard cuts, and special force aesthetics. However, that being said, on looks, there are a few criticisms on traits. First criticism is kind of a mouthful, but it deals with the suppressor muzzle brake hybrid attachment. The muzzle brake functions to reduce recoil and it works fine. I got no problems with that. This gun has low recoil. But I wish the suppressor aspect did a little bit more than just lower firing sound, because that's literally all it does. Reduce noise. For comparison, in Halo 5, the Tactical Magnum, which is kind of related to the Automag, also has a suppressor for noise reduction. But in addition to that, when you fire, you don't appear on the radar. Now, that's not true for the Halo 3 SOCOM variant. When this weapon fires, you appear on the radar despite having a suppressor. I personally don't know if that's possible to change in Halo 3's code or whatever, but it would be nice to be a little bit more sneaky with this gun. In addition to that, I also want to make a final comment on the way you hold the Automag in first person. Bruh, it seems like it sits way too low on your screen, especially compared to the standard Halo 3 Magnum. Like, I don't know if it's something with the hand animations or other graphic issues 343 are trying to hide, but it's kinda obvious the gun is really low on the screen. If the gun was higher in your hands like the standard Magnum, it would look much better. Who knows though, maybe it's just me, but honestly this weapon position seems strange on the screen. I don't know what it is. It's just way too low. Anyway, despite some minor flaws, the M6 M6C SOCOM possesses awesome graphical aesthetics and traits, so hopefully something similar comes back in the future, especially in Halo Infinite. That would be nice. As always, I want to thank you all for watching, and until next time.